A bully is someone who uses superior strength or influence to intimidate someone, typically to force him or her to do what one wants. This act has been around for as long as anyone can remember. Now as our world advances in technology, more than 90% of teens are online and more than half of them have profiles on social media, making it easier and easier for individuals to bully others without showing their face. Cyberbullying. Sending insulting or threatening emails, texts, or instant messages directly to someone using a computer, cell phone, or other e-communication devices. Cyberbullying has only been around for about 25 years, and every year about 4,500 kids commit suicide. Only 7% of parents worry about cyberbullying, but 33% of teens are victims of cyberbullying. But now parents and other adults are creating websites that cyberbullying victims can report the bully anonymously, and the adults will take care of it, but it has not stopped cyberbullying completely. "87% of teens say they have witnessed cyberbullying. 42% report being bullied online. Among those 42% was a 16-year-old Delaney Henderson. Delaney was a victim of both bullying and cyberbullying. She was threatened, bullied, ostracized, and forced to leave her school, and eventually her home. She slowly gained back her dignity and realized that she can change her circumstance by helping others. She has now co-founded her own national campaign called Safe Bay to provide education to students about sexual assault, bullying, and their rights to understand Title 11. Her goal is now to create a safe haven for survivors and to bring awareness of sexual violence and bullying in high school. In an online interview with Delaney, I asked her how she felt about social media, and she responded, "Social media started to turn positive the day I found out about Daisy and reached out to her. We both decided around that time that we needed to take back social media because it was getting so out of hand and the bullies were in control of the ability to hide from sight behind a screen." I was also curious and asked her why she thought her bulliers bullied her. I believe it's hard for people to understand why such horrific things can happen to such good people. It's so much easier for kids to believe that someone is lying instead of believing someone they know, or think they know, could have done something so terrible to someone else. I later asked her what advice would she have for parents to protect their children. She stated, "My biggest advice is to monitor social media, not because you don't trust your child, but because you shouldn't trust the other children with access to the internet. The closer we monitor, the better we will be able to prevent cyberbullying from happening or getting out of hand." She had some advice for kids being cyberbullied and for those who see it. You are not what is being said about you online. Those people are simply cowards hiding behind a computer screen, and only you know who you are. It may feel like the whole world is against you, but take it from somebody who understands. The whole world is in your corner. I am in your corner. I believe you, I support you, and this is not the end for you. This is only the beginning of your life. Don't let these people take away your happiness and your self-worth. She had some advice for kids being cyberbullied and for those that see it. To those who see cyberbullying happening, start by believing and start by standing up for those being bullied on social media. We need to transition the shame to the bullies rather than allow them to put the shame on others for their own benefit. If you see someone cyberbullying another person, don't just report it and move on, get involved. Tell someone to stand up for that person or privately message the bullied person and inform them not to believe what a coward is saying to them while hiding behind a computer screen. I feel that cyberbullying has no point because the bully makes fun of others because they are different. But then wouldn't they make fun of everyone? The whole world is different. People think different, act different, smell different, and even move different. So why not make friends that care and that are there for you instead of standing alone but being powerful? Even when you're just joking around, you're putting yourself at risk of losing everything, and it's very hard to get back. How awesome would it be to have a world that had no negative and was filled with positive? Pretty awesome, but pretty impossible to do. But you can save lives by just having a nice conversation with somebody. So if you can smile to one person for the rest of your life, you can make a difference. Maybe a small difference to the world, but a big difference to a life. Because like Daisy Coleman said, the words of our enemies are as awful as the signs of our friends. So we all need to take a stand just like Delaney and put an end to cyberbullying.